Heavy rainfall and flooding will continue to be a risk across parts of southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales over the next couple of days. Now, we do still have large areas of flood watches current, extending from Yeppoon in Queensland all the way down to Coffs Harbour in New South Wales. In these areas, we have seen significant falls overnight, reaching up to 100 millimetres in some areas. Minor flooding has already been triggered through parts of the Northern Rivers District, and it is anticipated over the next couple of days we'll see further river rises within our flood watch areas. So what is driving this flood risk? Well, we've got significant areas of rain, showers and isolated storms across parts of southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales. Now, that is combining with strong onshore flow coming in from the east, increasing moisture pushing against the coast and also kicking up some fairly gusty winds along the coastal fringe at times too. Through the rest of today, the heaviest rainfall is likely to be between Mackay and Hervey Bay in this stretch of coast as those winds bring moisture onshore. As we go into tomorrow, the heavier falls are likely to shift southwards, moving into far southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales. That means a wetter day is on the way tomorrow for Brisbane, the Gold Coast and the Northern Rivers areas of New South Wales. Continuing through Wednesday, we'll see showers gradually beginning to ease later in the day as the system driving this wet weather starts to move offshore. We're left with much more isolated to patchy showers over land areas, which will continue into the rest of Thursday as well, with much lower rainfall totals at that stage in the narrative. Now, looking at our rainfall totals, we can see them building through southeast Queensland first of all, with the higher falls pushing into northeast New South Wales through Wednesday going into Thursday. There is still a few different possibilities as to exactly where those highest falls will hit, but it is most likely through the southeastern coastal parts of Queensland. We could see rainfall totals easily reaching 50 to 100 millimetres over the next couple of days in these areas, with locally higher falls pushing up towards 150 or possibly even 200 millimetres. Now, of course, as I mentioned, that has triggered the flood watch and warning products that we've seen across southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales. These are indicating an ongoing risk of our waterways and river systems rising in response to this rainfall. That could cause road and access issues as water moves over the roads, and we may even see inundation of some low-lying properties close to those creeks and waterways. Minor flooding, as I said, already occurring through parts of the northern rivers, likely to peak over the next day or so as water continues to move through these systems. But it's not just the rain and the flooding that this system is bringing to parts of southeastern Queensland. We're also seeing a risk of large waves, particularly about the far southeastern coast as easterly winds push this strong surf against the shore. We do have hazardous surf warnings extending from the Capricornia coast all the way down to the Queensland-New South Wales border, flagging the risk of dangerous conditions out on the water, dangerous for boaters, fishers and swimmers. But we do also have a coastal hazard warning for parts of the Gari Coast and Sunshine Coast, extending down to around Maroochydore. And that's flagging the risk of large waves moving up onto the beaches, which may cause coastal erosion in some parts. This story with rain, flooding and large waves is continuing to unfold over the next couple of days, so it's essential to follow the updates via the Bureau's website or the BOM social media. Stay safe and we'll catch you next time.